The most dangerous forms of hatred are often the ones you never hear coming. It doesn't crash through your door. It doesn't shout your name. True hatred is a quiet poison, served with a smile by those you trust most. It's the slow, calculated erosion of your peace, your confidence, and your future. The ancient Stoics understood this better than anyone. They knew the gravest threats don't come from sworn enemies, but from those who sit beside you, cloaked in false loyalty.
And if you fail to recognize its subtle signatures, you risk letting that poison seep into your very foundation. Today, we're uncovering 5 undeniable patterns of concealed hatred.
These aren't simple disagreements or fleeting anger. They are calculated, consistent behaviors designed to weaken you. Spot them and you gain the ultimate Stoic power, the clarity to see people for who they truly are, and the strength to walk away untouched. Sign 1, the silent undermining. Genuine hatred rarely begins with a direct assault. It starts in the shadows, disguised as help or simple oversight. This is silent undermining. Think of the colleague who forgets to include you on a critical email. The friend who gives you advice that sounds helpful but leads you toward a mistake. The partner who makes plans that accidentally conflict with your important goals. Individually, they seem like nothing. Collectively, they are death by 1,000 cuts. The Stoics judged by results, not intentions. As Seneca noted, we often suffer more from our own misinterpretations, but hidden hatred expertly manipulates that gap. It creates failures that look like chance when they were, in fact, carefully orchestrated. The true genius of this tactic is the self-doubt it breeds. You start to question your own judgment. Maybe it was an accident. That hesitation is exactly what the underminer relies on. A real ally lifts you up. A saboteur enjoys watching you falter. Their goal is twofold: to slow your progress and to make you complicit in your own downfall by doubting the truth. The Stoic defense is radical awareness. See the pattern, not just the isolated incident. Don't waste energy confronting the saboteur. Instead, fortify your own position and trust the evidence of your eyes. Remember, the silent underminer only has power when unseen. Sign 2. Secret satisfaction. One of the most telling signs of deep-seated hatred is when someone finds a quiet, hidden pleasure in your struggles. Watch their reaction when you face a setback. While others offer genuine sympathy, this person's energy shifts. There might be a poorly concealed smile, a tone of voice that feels off, or an offer of help that only makes things worse. They may say, "I'm sorry you're going through this," but their demeanor broadcasts a different message entirely. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the quality of your thoughts defines your life. A person whose mind is nourished by your pain reveals a corrupted character. This goes beyond rivalry. It is a deep hostility that views your suffering as its reward. What makes this so corrosive is the confusion it sows. Their words might be supportive, making you question your intuition, but your spirit feels the truth. Epictetus taught to be content with being seen as foolish in the eyes of the world when it comes to external judgments. Trust that inner knowing. A true friend shares your burdens. A hater savors them. Your response isn't to confront them, but to protect your vulnerability. Stop giving them a front row seat to your hardships. Guard your struggles and share them only with those who genuinely wish to see you heal. Sign 3. Social sabotage. Hatred is a social toxin. It isn't content with just harming you. It works to isolate you from your support system, making you weaker and easier to influence. This is social sabotage. It begins with a whisper, a concerned comment planted in a friend's ear. Are you sure you can trust him? A half-truth shared. Good, that sows seeds of doubt about someone else's loyalty. Slowly, the strong connections that once fortified you begin to fray. Marcus Aurelius saw the community as a hive. What hurts one hurts all. Hidden hatred seeks to break that hive apart.
It thrives on division because an isolated person is easier to control and more vulnerable to attack. The sabotage artist often poses as a confidant, all while driving wedges between you and your allies.
The effect is always the same. You find yourself increasingly alone. The Stoic response is unwavering integrity. Live in such a way that your character defends itself. Do not chase every rumor or beg for validation. If a bond is true, it will withstand gossip. If it is weak, let it fall. When you see someone consistently creating conflict and suspicion around you, recognize the strategy. It is not concern. It is hatred in its most cowardly form. Sign 4. Competitive imitation. Imitation can be flattering, but when driven by hatred, it becomes a campaign of psychological theft. This person doesn't want to learn from you. They want to replace you. They copy your style, your ideas, your methods, not to build upon them, but to compete with and ultimately erase your influence. At first, it might feel like validation, but soon you see the pattern. Every act of copying is aggressive. They present your concepts as their own, replicate your projects to outdo you, and even mimic your personal traits. Epictetus said, the soul is dyed by the color of its thoughts. A soul colored by envy cannot create. It can only consume and mimic. The goal is to destabilize your sense of self, to make you feel like you're in a race against the shadow. The Stoic anchor is your inner virtue, the one thing no one can ever replicate. Don't be flattered by a copycat. See the rivalry for what it is. Set firm boundaries. True inspiration builds. Hatred only seeks to dismantle and surpass. Sign 5. The energy vortex. The final sign is perhaps the most visceral. You feel it in your spirit. Every interaction with this person leaves you emotionally and mentally drained. This is the energy vortex. You enter a conversation feeling strong, and you leave feeling heavy, anxious, and depleted. It's not about any specific thing they said, but the toxic undercurrent they carry. Hatred has a frequency, and it vibrates with a negativity that saps your willpower. Marcus Aurelius prioritized the sanctity of his inner world. A hateful presence pollutes that space. They might offer backhanded compliments, subtly mock your ambitions, or simply exude an aura of disapproval. The danger is in normalizing the exhaustion. You tell yourself, that's just how they are, while your motivation slowly bleeds out. The Stoic solution is to guard your energy as your most precious resource. Limit your exposure. Create distance. Your peace is not negotiable. You would not willingly drink poison. So do not willingly offer your spirit to those who drain it. Recognizing this pattern is your cue to reclaim your strength and walk away. Your energy is a treasure, not a resource for thieves. If this message connected with you, I want to hear about it.
Leave a comment below and share what you've experienced. And if you're committed to protecting your peace and winning your day, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Wake and Win for more insights every week.
Your support is everything.